Morning.
Well, I'm doing pretty dang good. Uh,
Good. You're looking happy and healthy right now.
yeah, it wasn't always that way, but I am now.
Good.
Yeah,
Glad to hear
you
it.
know, and probably half the story of 2020 and 2021. I was on death's door.
I know. I remember you and I talked about it, and I
Yeah,
was
and it was quite a nightmare. But anyway, that's all in my past now.
good.
It's all
Glad
behind
to
me.
hear it.
Yeah, is that your house there? Man, that's a
Yeah,
nice
this
place.
is my house,
Wow, cool, man.
and I'm standing up because where my camera is
Yeah,
at the top of my screen, and if I'm sitting down, it looks like this, which is like that just looks kind of weird.
yeah. No, that's cool, man. You're looking good. Yeah. I really don't have a real formal interview. I think let's just kind of chat and see what's going on and talk about the fiddle world in general
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
sure.
Let's get the gas prices out of the way right off the bat. What's the gas prices in Colorado?
I hear they just broke $5. I haven't paid $5 for a tank, but I
Yeah,
think the last time I filled up, it was like 4.49.
that's what it is here. 449.
Yeah, so I saw somebody on Facebook yesterday say they paid $5. So
That is ridiculous.
yep. But I've also been to Europe, and they were paying $5 a gallon 10 years ago. So
Yeah, yeah.
it was in England, it was 90 pence per liter. Which it was at an exchange rate of like 1.6 pounds per dollar,
Wow.
and it was easily $6 or $7 a gallon.
That makes me want to move over there.
I think England's kind of a cool place, but
Yeah, yeah. I've been to Europe myself, and it is pretty cool, and it's a lot older than this.
oh, so much older.
Yeah, and it's a lot of history there. Uh,
Yeah, Christina and I did a tour when we visited Italy about 5 years ago,
uh-huh.
and on this tour, the lady said, "Well, here's the newer part of town. They redid it in the 1800s, and they're still pissed about, like how modern this part looks."
Right. Wow. So, what kind of new music you listening to?
New music I'm listening to.
Yeah,
Well, the
or
most.
playing? What? You learning any new stuff lately, or?
Oh, I've been playing around with doing some hip hop violin lately. That's been
Oh
my
man.
my latest kind of exploration. I've got a DJ friend, and a couple weeks ago I played a wedding with him where I just improvised over hip hop beats,
Wow, that's cool,
and
man.
the people really loved it. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's
So
interesting. I didn't know a person could. I mean, I guess it's possible. My
yeah, I mean it's just music. They're
yeah,
rhythmic beats, and maybe some piano fills underneath, and then
yeah,
I could just freestyle and play whatever I felt like, and it was a
cool,
good
man.
time. And you know, some people would ask, like, request a tune, and I'd try to play that tune over the top of the hip hop beat. Sometimes they'd request a waltz or something, which that didn't work so
Right?
well over 4/4, but
Wow. Yeah,
that was pretty fun. In let's see, was it 2020 or 2021? I lost all track of time during the pandemic, but
yeah.
I did a project for about a half a year, where I recorded a new fiddle. So I wrote and recorded a new fiddle tune,
Uh-huh.
and I recorded a backing track to go along with it, and then I encouraged other people to record their
I remember you
versions.
were doing that. Yeah,
And so that was a fun little project that I did, and
yeah.
my new tune a week challenge. And
Right.
I thought that I got kind of busy. I think that was 2020, and then towards the end of 2020 into the beginning of 2021, and then I got really busy with web projects.
Yeah.
There was so much work to get done, and I kind of let it go when I couldn't keep up with that on top of
Yeah.
the other things that were demanding my time. But I
Wow.
also last year ran for city council here
Yeah,
in
I knew that.
Logan.
I saw that. How'd
I
that
was
work out?
well, I came in second out of three, and so I didn't come in last.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, I really couldn't have done all the things I've done in the last 9 months if I'd won. I
Yeah.
would have been busy 25 hours a week doing that, and
Right.
my life would be very, very different. And I'm okay with it. Life is great, and I'm back to playing music 3 or 4 times a month. Playing shows
Yeah.
and weddings and stuff like that, and that's good fun.
Are you
Uh,
teaching too?
Yeah, I've got a handful of students, and then teaching on Talent Forge, and
Okay, cool.
so those are both rolling along and taking as many students as I want to take, basically. And
Wow.
I limit myself to teaching 1 or 2 nights a week, and
Yeah.
that's kind of how much I can do. I
Right.
love teaching, and I love teaching workshops and camps as well. um, I'm teaching a camp with Cody Stadelmeyer later this summer, um, the Blazing Fiddles camp,
All
which
right.
good fun.
That's
um,
cool.
that she and I have taught a camp together for about 10 years now,
Yeah.
and that's coming up at end of July, and
Yeah.
going to Weezer on next Friday, so I'm a week away from headed to
Wow.
Weezer. And
That's
that's
cool, man. I didn't even realize it was coming up, man. Since the pandemic, well, since I had all that stuff going on, I haven't really
uh
played the fiddle at all, or
really
very little. I just didn't have the inclination
sure.
or desire or drive to
uh-huh
do it. And
uh-huh
over the last 3 months, I picked it up again. I'm starting
good
to play,
good good
but I never at the level that you and the other guys play. And that takes. I haven't done my 10,000 hours of practice and all that stuff.
it's a lot of it takes a lot of time and dedication to
Yeah, yeah,
master.
it does.
And
I,
I don't think I've mastered the violin yet. There's still lots for me to learn too.
well,
I'm
yeah,
always working on new things and trying to
Pearl,
be better.
Perlman said the same thing. He said he still hasn't mastered it.
I don't think it's possible, really.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's not. I mean, there's always something to learn, always, no
yep.
matter what level you are. I've seen people just blow me away. What gets me is these little kids.
hmm
I know they haven't done their time, but yet they're just like, oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But they're
I'm,
putting in, like, when I was a kid, I was practicing an hour or more a day very often. Like that was
yeah,
kind of, from the time I was probably 15 till I was 18, every day I was spending at least an hour playing,
yeah,
especially when it came up to, the last couple months, 2 or 3 months before the summer when I was getting
yeah,
ready for fiddle contest season. And
yeah,
me and my dad had run through our contest rounds over and over and over and over again,
yeah. That's cool, man.
which I can't do that anymore. Like I get, I'd get so sick of that. But I enjoyed it. It was good. It was good time with my dad too,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
getting to just really get good at those tunes. But I take a different approach now. I just let the
yeah.
music flow and have fun with it.
Right.
It's a
Yeah, yeah,
lot less stressful.
yeah. I bet so. You're going to enter the contest in Weiser, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll be in the uh so far I've entered the adult division and the twin division, and got a rehearsal with my twin division partner later today. Our very first and potentially our last before we get their rehearsal.
Wow. Yeah.
But
And on the Talent Forge thing, you still have all the same crew, Matt Hartz and
We still have videos by Matt and Justin Branham and Dr. David Wallace and a number of other Pete Martin, a number of other real
yeah,
great players. I still make up the bulk of the
yeah,
lessons, but we've got a number of lessons from other great teachers as well.
yeah. That's cool. Yeah, on another note, I'm a grandfather now. My
Well,
daughter,
congratulations.
yeah, she had a baby 11 months ago. Today is his birthday. He's 11 months old.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty cool. So
that is really cool.
And these, let's get back to these camps and stuff and these wider things. I think it's important that kids, I guess you mentor a lot of people, don't you, Vi?
Well, I try to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually at Weezer, I will teach a couple of workshops, and this year I'm taking it easy. I needed after the last couple of years, I needed a year where I just kind of took a break a little bit. So I'm not doing quite as much stuff as I've done in the past, but
right.
I'll still be available to help anybody who wants my help.
Yeah.
I don't know that everybody wants my help.
I'm sure you got a lot of people wanting your help. Yeah, and music helps a lot with different things like that. Let's see what else I have here. I interviewed Jason Anik the other day. Well, actually, a couple of issues ago. And that was really good. These are a real good. Have you ever heard of an old time fiddler named Paul Kirk?
Was he in Missouri?
I think he's somewhere in that part of the country.
I think I've heard of him, but I don't know his fiddling.
Well. Yeah, he's an old style fiddler. The Ed Haley and those kind of guys.
Yeah.
Kirk, old time tune of the week is what his claim to fame is.
Yeah. I've come across him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know him well, but
yeah. But you know Andy Reiner pretty well.
Oh yeah, I know Andy and his dad Dave real well, and
yeah. I was at Fiddle Hell a few years ago up in Massachusetts before everything went down. And I met those guys, and you mentioned that they'd be a good addition to interview them. And I need
sure.
I don't have their email address. I need to.
I'll shoot you an email with Dave and Andy's contact info.
Good.
And Rob Flax is another guy that I think you'd like to meet, and he's a heck of a fiddler.
Yeah, I've heard of Rob Flax. Yeah, if you can give me his email too, I'll reach out to those guys. And
let me see what I've got on Rob, because I've got his. I mostly talk to him on Facebook. Oh, yes, I do have his phone number and email address. So I'll send that to you, and then so evidently I need to merge the contacts for Andy and Dave, because I have one contact with their you have a program that'll open VCF contact files?
I think so.
All right.
Like Outlook or something? Or?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just sent you, on Andy and Dave, I've got one contact that has their email address and one that has their phone number. So
okay, cool. That'll work. Also, are you going to be able to do anything as far as shooting me a video or learn
I
it?
can do that. What do you want me to put together?
Just a tune and break it down like you've done in the
Sure.
past.
Yeah,
Um,
I can do that. Do you have any particular tune in mind, or?
whiskey before breakfast came right to my mind
All right. Let me.
right off the bat. I don't know why
When do
that.
you? Yeah, I love that tune.
Yeah.
What time do you need it by?
Uh, the summer issue won't be due come out till about the end of this month.
Okay, because I was gonna say I'm gonna be at Weezer.
Yeah.
I've got only a week before I leave for Weezer.
Right.
And if I could do it after I get back from Weezer, that'd be.
When is Weezer on the 18th?
It's the yeah. It's it. Well, so people start arriving this coming Tuesday,
Right.
but the official contest is like Sunday to Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's like the 19th through the 27th or 26th, I think.
Right. Okay. So yeah, right after that, before the 30th,
Okay.
we can do that. That'd be great.
I can do that.
And on the email, you sent me those already, didn't you? With Andy and
Yep. Already sent you Andy, Dave, and Rob Flax.
okay, I see him. Yeah, I got it right here. Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
I won't take too much more of your time by, and I appreciate talking to you.
Absolutely. It's good to see you face to face ish.
Yeah, yeah, man. I wish I was heading down to Weezer this year.
Yeah, it's a good time. I think if anybody who plays fiddle should take a chance to go out there at least once.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get out there at least once. You weren't down in Hallettsville, were you?
I've not been to Hallettsville. That's the contest that I need to get to because
I mean, that's 30 miles from me right now, and I didn't even go this year either.
Oh man,
I was tied up. So
yeah, I've heard such good things about Hallettsville for so long, and I've not made it down there. I need to.
Yeah.
It's also like the same weekend of my anniversary.
Oh, okay.
That I got married, so there's that too.
Yeah.
And my wife's birthday is 4 days before that, so.
Well, there you go, man. Yeah, you can't put a price on karma, man. All right, Brian. Well, I really appreciate talking to you. It's good talking, really.
Good talking with you too.
Keep me posted and everything on what's going on.
Will do.
And we'll talk to you later then now.
All right. Talk to you later. Good to see you, man.
Bye. Take care.
All righty. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.